Dear students, thank you for tuning in. This lesson is for English 808 for technical and vocational schools. It is Unit 8, Lesson 5, Adverbs, Adverb Clauses of Time. Now, in order for you to do the lesson well, you need the following. Number 1, Project Success 2, Student's Book. Number 2, a notebook or a piece of paper. 3, a pen or a pencil. Number 4, a dictionary. All right, lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to use adverb clauses in writing sentences. So, what is an adverb clause? Take a look at this. Samir spoke to Marwa after 9 p.m. Comma, Maher installed the software. I need to use an adverb clause. When the computers arrived, Maher installed the software. Lena told Maher what she thought. I have to use an adverb clause. Before he left. So, adverb clauses are used to show when an action happens. Adverb clauses after 9 p.m. when the computers arrived, before he left. So, when an action happens, what is an action? Something like spoke. You see, Samir spoke to Marwa after 9 p.m. Okay? Maher installed the software when the computers arrived. Lena told Maher what she thought before he left. Now, it is usually introduced by time adverbs, like before or after. You see, these are after, when, before. These are adverbs of time. So let me explain that more. Adverbs of time. We have before, after, as, when, while, until, as soon as, no sooner than, as long as. Of course, within this lesson, I'm not going to cover all of them. Just these 5. Before, after, when, until, as soon as. So what is an adverb clause? We have a main clause and we have an adverb clause. For example, Mona spoke to Ali after Layla called her mother. I can reverse the order. I can start with the adverb clause and then the main clause. I say, after Layla called her mother, comma, Mona spoke to Ali. You see, what changed? I added a comma and I changed the first letter into an uppercase because it is the start of the sentence. Adverb clauses of time, formation, how to form the sentences. So, I start with the main clause plus the adverb clause. Ali wrote the lesson before, which is an adverb of time. Ahmed arrived. The man finished after his boss complained. The nurse registered him when he gave her his ID. The lady can go as soon as she makes the call. Students will be working until the lesson finishes. As you see, we have main clause and then we have adverb clause. And the adverb clause always follows the adverb of time, like before, after, when, as soon as, and until. We have an action, like wrote, finished, registered, can go, will be working. We would like to put that according to time with the other actions. Arrived, complained, gave, makes, finishes. It depends on the adverb of time. If you say before, action, you have an action before another action, this happens first. If you have finished after another action, this happens next. If you say registered when action, then means they happened at the same time. Can go and makes happen at the same time with as soon as. Will be working it happens now and it will go on into the future and then the other action. So it is a continuation of time. All right, now we have task 1 to do. Question. Insert the adverb in the following sentences. And you have a mark of 3. Number 1. Fahad woke up, he went to school. You have to write before in the correct place. You have 5 seconds. All right, let's check the answer. Well, you write before just right here. Fahad woke up before he went to school. If you're correct, give yourself a mark. Let's check the other. That person should leave, he finishes his work. You have to use as soon as between the parentheses. You have 5 seconds. Okay, let's check the answer. The answer is right here. You say, that person should leave as soon as he finishes his work. If you're correct, give yourself a mark. Let's check the third one. The ladies will be waiting, the bell rings. And you have to use until between the parentheses. Okay, let's check the answer. The answer is right over there. The ladies will be waiting until the bell rings. Now, mark yourself out of 3 and let's carry on. Adverb clauses of time formation. Now, we're going to begin with the adverb clause and then the main clause. So we have switched them. You start with the adverb of time. You say, before Ahmed arrived, and you have to add a comma. And then you have after his boss complained, you have to add a comma. When he gave his ID, you have to add a comma. As soon as she makes the call, a comma. Until the lesson finishes, a comma. Now we go over to the main clause. Please pay attention to the comma plus the actions. So you say, before Ahmed arrived, comma, Ali wrote the lesson, full stop. After his boss complained, comma, the man finished. When he gave his ID, comma, the nurse registered him, full stop. As soon as she makes the call, comma, the lady can go, full stop. Until the lesson finishes, comma, students will be working. Now, those are the other action verbs. All right. So let's go over to task number 2. Question. Write T if the sentence is correct or if it's false. And you have a mark of 3. Number 1. Before Khawla called, he came in. Now, is that correct or not? Circle the right answer. You have 5 seconds. All right, let's check the answer. The answer is false. Why is that? Because you have to add a comma. You have to add a comma. Before Khawla called, comma, he came in. He came in. 2. He gave her his book. He took it after. Is that correct or false? 5 seconds. All right, let's check the answer. The answer is false again. Why is that? Because you have to use after. You have to begin with the adverb of time. What else? You have to add a comma. So 2 mistakes in this. If you're correct, give yourself a mark. 3. As soon as I finished, comma, you can begin. True or false? Okay, let's check. This is correct. Now, Give yourself a mark of 3 and let's carry on. Task number 3. In your notebooks, answer the following. A. Combine each pair of sentences using the adverb in parentheses. And you have a mark of 4. Number 1. The computers arrived. Full stop. Lena called Maher. After. You have to combine these two sentences using the adverb of time between the parentheses, like in the example. You say, after the computers arrived, comma, Lena called Maher, full stop. Now, there are more sentences that you need to combine. Maher started the project. He received the order as soon as. Yasser will speak to Maher. Yasser will go home at 5 o'clock before. Maher gets annoyed.